living in a world with campaign hacks and disinformation may have you concerned about threats to your vote.
We have cybersecurity expert Jim Stickley here now. Jim, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Listen, I'm literally in the middle of trying to figure out what password for one email versus another in this ChatGPT. I don't understand any of this stuff. I keep changing and I do the thing they say never to do. Same password for everything.
No, don't tell me that.
Jim,
That's terrible.
Jim, I can't keep up. I can't keep track.
No.
Don't say that publicly.
What are the biggest concerns with election security? You heard what she said. People are worried. They think everything's getting hacked. And where are we right now in that world?
You know, it's funny, like, right now, physical security is still the bigger threat when it comes to elections. There's not a lot, like, you can't from another country hack in and change the election results. That's nothing. We're not online like that. So you're safe there. It's still the physical side where you've seen, like, boxes being set on fire. Sure. And you worry about those rogue people that are just coming in, the volunteers that maybe have ulterior motives. So that's still the bigger threat versus the hackers themselves.
Interesting. What are the abilities that the hackers have? I mean, in terms of what people are worrying about, much ado about nothing, or are there actual things they can do, and what are those things?
So the bigger threats, especially to the campaigns, you've seen that countries that are targeting campaigns, Iran, for example, hacked the Trump campaign, and they then captured all this information and released it. That was all supposed to be, private, confidential.
Right.
China did the same thing where they were hacking both sides and gaining access to their devices. Then you got the whole disinformation thing going on with hackers. It's that type of stuff that's causing all the problems.
I know that anytime an election comes up, especially in the recent elections, there's been a lot of talk about things being hacked and votes being hacked. Are there anything, or is there anything in particular happening right now with this election?
It's all about disinformation. That's where the real thing is, that the hacks themselves aren't truly like hackers stealing stuff. It's people out there, criminals, that are posting information, whether it be using AI and all of the generated images of, like, hey, look at this video here. It's showing somebody stuffing a bunch of ballots that aren't legitimate, or the ones where they show like they're being destroyed, and they're able to prove over and over these videos aren't real. And that's what's causing like so much discord. Because you think about, like, at the end of the day, someone's not going to believe, half the country is going to be mad, and they're going to be looking for an excuse, and they're going to see all of this disinformation that's being fed from these other countries in, and they're going to go, oh, see, this is proof. This isn't a legitimate election. And that's what they're looking for right now, is just causing this confusion in our country.
Why do you find some people are so easily persuaded by seeing these fake videos, and despite the fact that you tell them these are fake and all the experts say that these are fake, they still believe it? I mean, that might need to bring a psychiatrist for that question, but what is that? Is there just an overall lack of faith in the system and believing the people who know what they're talking about?
I mean, that's a pretty loaded question. I think that it comes down to every once in a while something turns out to be real, and that one shred of real then feeds "I told you so" for all the other crazy that's out there.
So the hacks haven't impacted, are you saying, in this particular election? Haven't had a big impact?
No, they really haven't. I mean, and actually the government has done a really good job of trying to stay ahead of things. And, like, the concern is that there'll be like denial of service attacks. So that's where you can go to like vote.org and you can see, hey, did I vote? Did I see my vote? Well, if criminals go in and block that site, make it so you can't get there, then you might think, oh, the votes didn't count. That's not happening. And so that's the stuff that we're very worried about right now, is just what kind of information will be held from people or blocked, and causing, again, confusion. Confusion is what it's all going to tie around this year.
It really is. You're right. And just yesterday, I was reading this article today that U.S. cybersecurity chief said that the disinformation surge that we've seen building up to Election Day has not impacted this election. The words from Jen Easterly just yesterday in that article. That's what you're saying now. But yet, if you ask a lot of people, and God help me with social media and in that wild, wild west, how can you convince people? They're going to not believe the government agency. They're not going to believe you as a cybersecurity expert.
Yeah. It's an impossible situation right now. It's just impossible, because you're going to believe what you want to believe. And if you can find information out there that backs up your side, you're going to share it with all your friends immediately.
I love that you said that, because it really is, it all comes down to trust right now. And there's just a lack of trust in everything. Listen, so I should change my passwords, or?
Raul, stop talking about that.
Jim, we gotta talk.
Clearly.
Yes, talk to him.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Jim's laughing at me. I was like, thank you. I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, good luck.